Hello, welcome and namaste. Growing your team from 4 part-time developer to 10 developer require a completely different type of execution and planning. You can develop your product, get funding for 4 part-time developers. Completely fine, and I think that's the right way to do things. At that point, you don't need sophisticated system. You don't even need any type of planning tool like Jira or something. All you need a better communication between the founders and the developers and whoever else is helping with the product build. A close communication where researcher or product developer, product manager or founders, they can send a quick feedback to developers and developers read it, they ask follow-up questions, and voila, you're good to go. And these type of close conversation, fast conversations are actually super helpful for the speed of your execution, speed of the development, and also avoid a lot of duplicacy because you guys are constant in touch. They develop something, they show it to you, you see some change, you tell it to them. It's great. And I have no idea what this loop is doing, but let's keep going. So my point is, for a small team, working like that is completely fine. But let's say your product worked really well. You get funding from a big funding, and now it's time for you to grow your team. You start hiring people within few days, within few months, you will not. It changed so fast that you go from 4 part-time developer to 8-10 full-time developers. And if you're not paying attention, if you're not thinking long-term, you may still want to work the way you were working before because it just worked, right? But always remember, what gets you here will not get you there, right? It's a famous book, you should read it, and it's apply here as well. What got you here? Working closely with your developer, working closely with your team, spending a lot of time with them, worked so far, and it's great. But if you continue to work like that for a team of 10, then it will be a disaster because there are so many number of areas that you have to focus on. You're not just building new features, you now have customers and you have to take care of their support. So you have to have your team in a way that they can handle the new thing as well as customer support. Plus you will be engaged with so many things outside the department, outside the team, right? So what happened in this case, there are easy solution as hiring a manager or making leads who can handle the team. But even with that, you need some system, you need some kind of tool, software, application that can help you streamline your work. Jira is one of the tool, and then Agile is one of the way people manage larger team. But you don't have to follow each and every practice, which is what I'm trying to suggest, that when you grow, hire more people, you focus on the number one thing is how you're communicating with your developer instead of that one-on-one conversation, always connected type conversation. You have to find a way where you can dump your knowledge into a system like Jira Ticket or something, and then make it asynchronous where your team member can read this and understand, ask questions, and then you can reply when you have time instead of always connected with all the 10%, right? 10 people in your team. So my point with this video is, when you have a small team, being always connected is fine. When you grow with each team member that you add, the complexity and number of connections grows drastically. With a team of 8 to 10 people, you need a system where the very first thing is you can dump your information. Let's say if it is about a issue that was reported by someone, or a issue that you found, you can create a one-page. I'm not gonna, Jira allow you to do that. There are other tools that allow you to do that, but you can write up something, you can record a quick video either on your computer or in your phone and show that how you or your team member can reproduce that issue. You can put your thoughts that what you think is happening, and then submit that information and let the team handle it, and then not depends on you to actually show that issue in one-on-one setting. Similarly, for the planning for the week or planning for 2 weeks, if you can figure out a way where you are spending 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour on Monday morning with your team and be on the same page, that what are the biggest thing that you want them to handle this week, or they can tell you what are the biggest thing that they plan to handle this week, and then you will be on the same page. You can bring your 2 or 3 points to them that that's great, but I think these are the 2 points that are super important for me, and I want you to also include that in your focus area. You can do that weekly, you can do bi-weekly, up to you. Start weekly so that on Monday morning you are telling everything, that you guys are on the same page. What this will allow you to, that team can function without you. They will still ask you questions, but the number of questions that they would ask reduce drastically because they have some kind of direction. You are helping them become self-managed. When they finish something, they know what the next thing that they can start working on, and they will have a they will need slightly lesser direction from you. The number one task that you will be helping them with, the priority of the work that they need to do, their sequencing of the work, and then either on Friday or next Monday you can combine these 2 sessions together. But the second session that you definitely need is to see what work was completed in last 1 week or 2 weeks, okay, depending upon the window. So Friday you can have a meeting where they demo everything that they have completed, or you combine that on the Monday meeting where the very first thing that you're doing is to review what was completed, and then the second thing is what is the plan for the next week, and then you guys are on the same page when it comes to the prioritization. So number one thing is requirements, the understanding, detaching yourself from day-to-day execution, detaching yourself from one-on-one conversation about each and everything. And then second thing is I mix it up, the day-to-day conversation where you set the plan for a week with the team, and then you can focus on other thing, and they don't need you every hour. So start with these 2 things. Although some of the things that I'm talking about is part of Scrum and Agile and Kanban, but I'm intentionally giving you information without using those concepts because you don't have to have the Agile training to do all this. You're moving from a small team to a bigger team, and you can apply all these principles easily without applying the entire Agile framework. So all right, I will keep this video to this much, and I would love to see if you have any feedback, any questions, follow-up questions. What is the challenge that you're facing when you're growing? Let me know. All right, with that, thank you. Bye for now.